Hi, I am Roxy. I am here to ask you to do something for Steve6464. Can you watch as much of the video that you can? Then before you leave a comment. Make it a critique, a constructive criticism. Thanks. Oh, he's about to start. Bye.
Hi, hello. Hi, I'm Steve6464 and welcome back to Season 7 of Let's Build This, Part 31, making a animation video. Before we get started, let's review last week. I haven't had my volume up. Hello. Just been going through the audio portion of the next part of the animation, trying to figure out where everything should be. And I'm already confused. And YouTube is telling me, suggestion, the audio stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended. Open widget. What does the widget say? It says excellent. It's lower than the recommended bitrate. We recommend you use the audio stream bitrate. Okay. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. And how do I get back to where I was? Analytics? Yeah, okay, there we go. This tells me how many viewers I have. Alright, so okay, let's go back to the start. Alright, we know this starts at 41. Talk, 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 talk. And it ends at 8:13. 8 times 30 plus 13. 253. Okay, which this is 13 starts to drop. Oh, yes, somewhere. Okay. Dummy. 8 times 30 plus. Actually, I think it's 12. 252. From here to here is 252, right? Plus 94, 13. Okay, let's actually, okay. Yes, no, it's 253. All right, 253 plus 9413 is 9666, which is what I have. So when sine 13 drops, plus 60 to make it disappear is 9726. Right. And that is 60. Okay. And then nothing is said, and then Roxy starts to talk again. 300 plus 25. 300 plus 25. from here to here. Okay, that's what it's added to from the start. Okay. 325 plus 9413. 9738. Okay, so it's 4 actually. 9738 in hands. But we know it takes 98 frames for it to drop. 98 frames? Why does that seem like a lot? Maybe it was 89 frames. Okay, 6939. Okay. Yes. Alright, I am confused as always. Seems to be a constant thing, especially with this animation. So I am going to open Poser and find out. Okay, come on. I think when I'm done with this project, I am going to look into upgrading so I don't have to keep doing this. Yeah, the more I think about it, it's not 98 frames, it's 89 frames. Close this. No one in the chat. Has all this time been Pinnacle showing? What's going on here? Is it because I reduced Pinnacle? Oh, okay, because I reduced Pinnacle. Okay, so just leave it. Not a hurry up and wait. And I think I've made a mistake, so I'm just going to start fresh new page. 9413. Didn't I save? Oh, yeah, I did. I just opened the wrong one somehow. There we go. All right. Let's go back to 2573. Run this. Now there's going to be a lot of missing signs. But there should be 7, 8, 9, 10, and 12. Roxy should be speaking.
Focal length 2.0 millimeters, 6.834 inches times 13.770 inches times pi. The product is 295.675 square inches. The area covered is 2.053%. Focal length 4.0 millimeters, 12.565 inches times 24.235 inches times pi. The product is 956.779 square inches. Focal length 8.0 millimeters, 18.525 inches times 36.651 inches times pi. The product is 2,133.291 square inches. The area covered is 14.814%. Focal length 16.0 millimeters, 22.434 inches times 42.707 inches times pi. The product is 3,010.315 square inches. The area covered is 20.904%. Focal length 32.0 millimeters, 24.946 inches times 51.254 inches times pi. The product is 4,017.305 square inches.
No, don't do. Oh. Okay, turn this off. Well, this is the That's interesting. Oh, yeah, because I've changed some of the textures already. Okay, 6914. Until it's a 7003. All right, 7003 minus 6914 is 89. So I was, yes, I was off by 11. All right. Let's close Poser for now. Save on computer resources. Why did I say save? Yes. I didn't change anything. Bring back, bring back, bring back, bring back my pinnacle to me, to me. Alright, so everything starts at 9413. And then 41 frames later, okay, 41, which is 9454, sine 13 in hands. Right, and actually speaks. Stop speaking about there. 814 or I seem to remember 813. 8 times 30 plus 13 is 253. I need to leave space for more stuff coming in. 253 plus 9413 is 9666. Conspiracy theorists, have a go at that. Right, and this is sine 13 starts to drop. Right, we know that's 60 frames. So that's 97, 26. times 13 disappears. Alright. Quiet, 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 quiet. And Roxy starts to speak there, which is 10 times 30 plus 24, which is 324. Plus 9413, 9737. Sign 14 in hands. 9737. All right. GNDS. But we know it takes 89 frames for it to drop, so that starts at 96:48. All right. So sign 14 is in hands for all this time. Until here, which is 17 times 30 plus 18, 528. Okay, plus 9413, 9941. 9941. Sign 14 starts to drop. All right. No speaking, no speaking, no speaking, no speaking. Roxy starts to speak about sign 15 at 19 times 30 plus 27, 597. Starts to drop. No, it is in 413, 1010, or 10,010, 10,010. Sign 15 in hands. Sign 15 starts to drop the 89 frames before to 99, 21, 99, 21. Okay. Roxy speaks. Speaks until here. which is 27 times 30 plus 17. 827. Plus 9413 is 10, 20, 40. So IGN starts to drop. Okay. And it takes 60 frames to do that. So that's 10, 300. All right, new page. 1030, 10300. Disappears. All right. And nothing is said, nothing is said, nothing is said, and Roxy starts speaking here. 29 times 30 plus 25, 895 plus 9413. Mm. 8 frames. Right. 895 plus 9413. 307. 7 frames. Sign 15 disappears. I guess I don't see any other spots over where it's so close like that. $27 times 30 plus 16 plus 9413. Yep, okay, I was off by 1. 240. And then 60 frames would disappear. 1030. $29 times 30 plus 25, 895 plus 9413, 10,308. I mean, the math is right. $10,308. Sign 16 in hands. Minus 89. 10, 219. Sign 16 starts to drop. Okay. Sign 16 in hands at 10,308. Okay, right, talks, stops about there, which is 37 times 30 plus 27, 1137 plus 9413, 1050, 10,550. All right, and that is sign 16 starts to drop. And it takes 60 frames to do that. So that is 10, 610. Sign 16 disappears. Okay. Nothing is said, nothing said, nothing said, nothing said, nothing said. Roxy starts to speak here. 40 times 300 plus 19 equals 1219. Plus 9413. Which is 10,632. Right, and that sign 17 in hands. And that starts 89 frames before. So that is 10,54,3. 10,54,3. Sign 17 starts. Okay. I want to listen to this next part.
Focal length 32,768.0 millimeters. Same as focal length 1,024.0 millimeters. Let's look at both the Z.
Okay. I want to listen to this next part. And then Roxy stops talking here, which is 48 times 30 plus 25, 1465. Plus 9413 is 10,878. Sign 17 starts to DROP drop. And it's right. And then 60 frames later, it's gone. Which is 938. Alright. Then this last bit, that's quite long. Last bit starts at there. 50 times 30 plus 26. This is, I'm just going to call it last sign. Yeah, okay. $15.26 plus $94.13. 10,939. Yes, last sign. Last sign in center. Alright. That's the sign in the very bottom that's going to come up. Do we want that to take 89 frames to come up? I don't think so, because I don't want to bring that sign up until the other one is completely gone. Right, 1526 minus 1465. 1465. That's 61 frames. But we could I mean, I guess they could be passing each other. Let's do that. So 10,939 minus 60, 10,879. Last sign. Starts up. Alright, okay. Now what does she say? Oops. Need a speaker on.
Let's look at both the 0.5 millimeters focal length and the 1024.0 millimeters together. See how different focal lengths show things on a sphere to be bigger or smaller. Hope this helps to explain why the continents seem to be different sizes in some of the satellite photos. Goodbye, be safe and be a friend to someone who needs a friend. Let's look at both the 0.5 millimeters focal length and the 1024.0 millimeters together. See how different focal lengths show things on a sphere to be bigger or smaller. Hope this helps to explain why the continents seem to be different.
I'm not sure why I have all this, but this might be the part of the video where I have the sphere spinning and coming closer. I'm not sure why I have okay. This might be a part of the video. We can turn this off. just let this go to the end to see if there's more speaking. I don't think there is. Yeah, how much more of this is there? That's quite a bit. Quite a bit of silence. Okay, I don't need to listen to silence anymore. Alright, so the sign, she talks about the last sign until here, which is 1 minute 60 plus 1 second times 30 plus 16 frames, which is 1846 plus 9413, which is 11,259. Last frame. This sign. And we should make that go up. Starts to go up. And we'll give that 60 frames disappear too. 60, which is now 11,319. That sign disappears. Right, and then she says her goodbyes. Right, and then she says her goodbyes.
Hope this helps to explain why the continents seem to be different sizes in some of the satellite photos. Goodbye, be safe and be a friend to someone who needs a friend.
So I think I want to keep that sign up until she says goodbye, which is at this point. So which is 1 minute 60 seconds plus 11 seconds times 30 plus 28 frames, which is 2,158 2,158 frames plus 9413, which is 11,571 frames. All right. I don't think that it should be less confusing now, I hope. At least for me. And just me and my sock account at the moment. Alright, let's open Poser. Poser's right here. Activate later. Okay, let's tell OBS to find it. There we go. Okay, and let's then file recent. Yes. You know, and we started out with 12, and I didn't write that down. But I'm hoping some of the work I did last week is still valid. 9413. Right. And if we go 60 on that, this sign should disappear. All right, 9473. Yes. Right. Yep. All right, so we are 9413. $94.54. Sign 13 should be in hands. And that looks about right. Let's get the keyframes going. Put that about there so you can see where they're at, and I can still see chat if any happen. And let's go back to 9413. And sign 12. Alright, and then 9473. Sign 12 should be gone. Alright, now we are looking at sign 13. Okay. And we want to, I think it does have the right texture on it. Just double check that. Yes. Okay, sign. While I have this open, sign 14. Yes. Sign 15. I don't think so. Oh. So sign 15 needs sign 15 texture. I need to fix sign 16 too. 16. And then sign 17. Why don't I have a sign 17? Because I did not count right. Okay. So let's go back here. File, save all these changes. Go to props. Go to sign 12. Can't change sign 12 because I still need it, but I can duplicate it. Duplicate sign 12. Perfect. Okay, change its name to sign 017. Good. Go to the material room. Is there one too many signs now? You no good. Friggle, fraggle, friggle, friggle, friggle. I was able to get up to 12 signs. The last time. Okay. Remove detached nodes. All right. Back to simple. Still not letting me do it. Oh. Friggle, fraggle, friggle, friggle. Fudge. But that's not what I said. And the next thing you're going to see me in the bathroom, soap in my mouth. Because I let the lug nuts fall to the ground. And I said fudge, but not really fudge. Okay, well, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. I think what I can do is I'll just render, I'll bring this up to 16. And we'll render that. And then, yeah, then we'll do 17 and the last sign. Let me pull up the last sign just so you can see it. I think it's this one. Overall. Nope. Final. That's what it is. Yep, it'd have to be. There it is. We'll have that one floating there. Something like that. For her last speech and goodbye, and then it will disappear. It'll go up. It'll disappear up. Okay, so where are we? 9413. All right. We're starting, and she's already holding sign 12. Well, she just let sign 12 go. So 60 frames later. It's dropped to the ground. And that's not on our list, but it should be. 9473. Sign 12 disappears. Okay. Okay, 9454. Sign 13. Sign 13 is in hands. All right, and it stays in hands until 9666. Why do I have it? Excuse me. All right, this is why I'm confused. Nine, 6, 6. Okay, so what frame is this? This is frame 9413. Frame 13. 94.54. $94.54. That's a keyframe. All this other time it is dropping. Right, and it stays there, 94.54, until 9666. Right, 9666. And that should be a keyframe. Any keyframes after that shouldn't exist. Delete. Delete. Here. Alright, and then 97.26. 26. Sign 13 should be at -1. I had this written down somewhere else. -1069. And the in hands $3.317. Okie dokie. So 79.26 is where we're at. That should be -1.069. Minus 1.069. Right. And that should be a keyframe. Keyframe, oh keyframe, oh keyframe, remember me. Alright, now let's go to sign 14. Right. Let's close sign 13, open sign 14. Remove whatever keyframe that is. And 10 starts at 96.48. 96.48. And that is a keyframe then. Alright. And at 97.37, 97.37, sine 14 should be at 3.317, and that's a keyframe. Alright, and it stays until 99.41. 99.41. 99.41. Alright. Boom. And that's a keyframe. I need to fix something first. 91.41. Right, and that sticks around for 60 frames. I didn't do this. Okay, 94.41 plus 60. No. 99.41 plus 60. 10,001. 10,001. GN 14 disappears. Okay. And that would be minus 1.069. Right, okay. 10,001. That is minus 1.069 keyframe. Alright, and that was 14. Sine 15 starts at 99.21. We're done with 14. Let's open up 15. All right. And Y transit becomes a keyframe there, right? Starts to drop. And 10,010, it is in Clotilda's hands. 10,010. Which would be 3.317. Yes. And we keyframe that. Right, and we know okay, and she holds on to it. I'm going to add another 1,000 of this 2041.3. 2041.3. Okay, and she holds on to it. Into 10,240. 240 keyframe 40 then 10,300 the sign disappears. 10,300 the sign disappears. That is minus 1.069. Keyframe that. Right. That was sign 15. Now sign 16. Close. Open. Alright, sign 16. Sign 16 starts at 10,219. Keyframe that, and it is in Clotilda's hands at 10,308, and that is 3.317. Keyframe that. Okay. And it stays in her hand. Until 10:55, 10,550. Keyframe that. That's where we'll stop. I don't mean to stream, but we're pretty close to time. This is where we'll render up to this point. Get rid of all the signs but the last one, or this one in 17. And we'll drop Drop 17, bring up the final sign. All the other happy horse. Okay, so let's go. Can you tell me how to get to 2517? 2571. 2573. I want to go to the last one with 9413, which would be na, 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 na. I know I have these numbers written down somewhere. Where so you know what, I said I didn't want to end the stream here and go for the next 15 minutes, but I might just do that and take the time during the week to find all the information I need for her hands. And if I can't find it here in my notes, then I'll have to get it from the program, because I just punch out my microphone. So yeah, I think this is a good spot for me to call it a day. So okay, it's been saved. Let's bring this Christmas. Then it doesn't allow you to undo it. Hate that automatic docking bullshit. Okay. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. Three times the charm. Let me grab it from here. Okay. Close this. Close this. Don't have any other programs open, just the ones that I need to stream. And let's go here. And let's get here. All right, well, thank you. I think this went a little better than last week. Not quite as confusing. Maybe a little boring with all the notes I took, but we did get something done. So, For those of you watching in the future, thank you for making it this far into the video. And everybody have a nice day. Be safe. Be a friend to someone who needs a friend. And the last thing I have to say is...
Look! An echo chamber of derp. Derp, 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 derp.
Derp, 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 derp.
Gravity is not a force.
Einstein based
Jerp, 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 jerp.